Hi, this is Melanie Fine of Chem in 10. Today's question is, Rutherford's gold foil experiment established that A. Protons have a positive charge, B. Protons are located in a small dense nucleus, C. Protons have a negative charge, or D. The nucleus is composed of protons and neutrons. Recall that Rutherford was playing with radioactivity at the time. He had already won a Nobel Prize for doing this, and he wanted to see the effects of radioactivity on various substances. But he first had to figure out how many alpha particles were being given off by his uranium sample. And so he would shoot the alpha particles or direct them at a screen coated with zinc sulfide that would give off tiny flashes of green light. So he'd have his assistant Hans Geiger count these flashes, and they were able to spread them out a little bit more with gold foil and more with more gold foil, and he had to figure out why this was. So the experiment that we know it as, he has this gold foil, he's shooting alpha particles at it, he's expecting the particles to go through because, according to Thomson's plum-pudding model, the positive charge of an atom is throughout the atom, just like plum pudding, the pudding part is throughout, and the electrons are the plums. And since alpha particles are positive and the pudding stuff is positive, there's not enough positive charge to deflect the alpha particles very much. So he expected most of these particles to go straight through and hit the screen. Some of them would deflect, but what he found was that some of them would deflect an awful lot, and some would actually bounce right back at him. And he's noted as saying that it was as if he shot a bullet at a piece of tissue paper and the bullet ricocheted right back at him. It was that astounding that an alpha particle would bounce completely back from a piece of gold foil. From his experiments, he theorized that the positive charge of the atom is not throughout the atom evenly spread out, but in a small dense positive center called the nucleus. And so when an alpha particle hits the nucleus, it gets deflected, and sometimes it actually bounces directly back. And sometimes it actually bounces directly back at its source. So Rutherford discovers the nucleus. He theorizes that the atom is mostly empty space composed of electrons, but there is a small dense positive center called the nucleus that has all the positive charge. Alpha particles are deflected by this positively charged nucleus if they hit the nucleus, and if they don't, they'll go straight through. So the answer to today's question, Rutherford's gold foil experiment established that B, protons are located in a small, dense nucleus. They already knew that the rest of the atom had to have positive charge because Thomson had discovered the electrons, and they knew that atoms were neutral. Of course, protons don't have a negative charge, that would be C. And D, the nucleus is composed of protons and neutrons. Neutrons weren't discovered until World War I, so that was not the correct answer. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, but most importantly, go to chemin10.com and join us. With your subscription, you'll get the question of the day delivered daily to your inbox. You'll get more chemistry videos and practice problems, help from our online chemistry community, and membership is always free. This is Melanie Fine of Chem in 10.